I got a question, you guys. If you knew something was poisonous, would you touch it with your bare hands? No, of course not, right? Because it's poisonous and you don't want it seeping into your skin. Alright, now let's keep that same thought in mind. I want you to think about this. When we go to the salon, the hair salon, and we're getting our hair done and we tell them we want them to put in a relaxer, what is the first thing that we notice that the hairstylist does? They put on gloves. Why do you think they put on gloves? They put on gloves because they know that the relaxer that they're about to put in your hair is a poison. The main ingredient in a relaxer is actually called ammonium thioglycolic acid. Okay? That is the main ingredient in the no lie relaxer. Now, I want you to think about that name for a second. Ammonium thioglycolic. This is a compound that they call a perm salt. It's basically an acid. An acid is basically poison. Poison has the ability to seep in your skin. That's why you always handle it carefully. Now, let's go back to the hair salon again. You're at the hair salon, you say, I want a relaxer. So the lady goes back, she mixes her chemicals up, and she puts back on her gloves. Now she's protecting herself from this acid that she's about to put on your head, on your scalp. If you know that that lady has gloves on to protect her skin, why are you putting that on your head? Isn't the same skin that's on her hand the same skin that's on your head? See, I want you guys to realize what's going on and what has happened to us. An acid is a poison. Poisons can seep into your skin because skin has pores. If you know skin has pores, of course your scalp has millions of pores because that is where your hair grows out of. If your scalp has pores in it, that means things can seep inside of it. If things can seep inside your scalp, that means that they have an ability to chemically imbalance the brain, the mind. Why? Because poisons can do that. Okay? If it's a toxin, it has the ability to chemically imbalance your mind. Now I want you to realize what is going on. You have been putting a chemical that these people have to protect themselves from on your head to relax your hair so that it has no strength. And after you do that, you think you look beautiful. What I'm trying to tell you guys is that that chemical has poisoned your brain to the point where you cannot think straight. And that's why you think you look pretty with lifeless, lipless, lustless hair. You don't, ladies. We do not look beautiful that way, and I need for you guys to realize that. This problem has become so detrimental that I have seen with my own eyes. In our community, females have been putting this poison, the same chemical relaxer, into the hairs and heads of their daughters. 3, 4, 5, and 6-year-old daughters. This chemical has basically poisoned our brains, and as such, our brains have now become chemically imbalanced, and so therefore we think chemically imbalanced. Therefore, we think that our child needs a chemical in her hair in order to look beautiful. We suffer from a chemical imbalance. If you guys would stop perming your hair would grow. You had long hair when you were little, and now you don't. If your hair's broken off, if you can't live without a weave because you have patches in your hair, or whatever the case may be, it's probably because you started perming it and it broke off. And so after the perm broke off, then you had to start putting in weaves. And then the weaves broke your hair out even more, so now you became dependent on the weaves. This is what has happened to us, ladies, and I need for you guys to realize that. I need for you guys to realize that there are women out there who are not only have self-esteem issues with their hair, but now they are causing their children to have self-esteem issues as well. And their children aren't even old enough to talk yet. They're putting the same poison that is in their minds into the heads of these little girls. And that's why I have to draw the line, and that's why this is a serious commentary. This has to stop. This has to stop. You are putting a poison in your child's head And now, therefore, that child is going to be chemically imbalanced. But you're not going to hear about this on mainstream news. YouTube is news. You're never going to hear about this from the Chinese lady that sells you these hair packs. They're not going to tell you this, and you are too imbalanced to concern yourself with things like this. Well, I'm going to tell you because I had to concern myself with it because I saw what was going on in my community. Okay? And somebody has to care. Somebody has to care, you know? You guys, if you know somebody that's doing this, tell them to stop, because it's ruining their child's hair and they're ruining their own hair. You know, we ladies got to stop this thing, the cycle about our hair. Okay? So our hair is bald. Whatever. That's your hair. Don't do that to their child's hair. Her hair is not going to grow anymore now because you're doing that to her. You never gave it a chance to grow and to texturize. Nothing. You know, we got to stop this, ladies. Okay? I have seen this, and I've seen it in children that whose hair could have been long but is now bald. I saw this today, as a matter of fact, in the store. This girl was like, "Miracle, Miracle, come here, Miracle," and she was matching her hair up with some, you know, hair braiding because her hair had broken off. And so I said, you know what, I gotta make a commentary about this because it's a big issue in our community and nobody talks about it. You know, and you tell black women, stop perming your hair, be beautiful, go natural, and they just want to beat you up for it. Why? Because their hair is damaged now. And they're mad about it. Well, stop being mad about it. Start fighting back and doing something about it. Your hair can grow in its natural state, ladies. Let me say that again. Your hair can and will grow in its natural state. You ain't getting your hair to grow when you're putting chemicals in it. You're breaking and burning your hair. You're breaking and burning your scalp. Did you not watch the movie Malcolm X? Okay? That is what happens when you put chemicals that burn your hair into your scalp. It actually burns your scalp. It actually clogs the pores in your scalp, and it actually damages the hair follicles. That's what we're not paying attention to. And then we get dependent on weaves. Stop the cycle of ignorance. Stop the cycle of ignorance. I'm not trying to insult people, but I'm trying to get you to understand. Stop putting the poison in your child's head. Start caring about the way you look and carry yourself. Okay? Then, basically, that personality, who you are, those characteristics will trickle down into your daughter. And your daughter will grow up with beautiful self-esteem, and she's not going to want to perm her hair. But if you already put that perm in her hair, she's going to be chemically imbalanced. Her mind is going to be chemically imbalanced. You don't give those dendrites time to grow. Those little dendrites, you know, those things that grow when you start to circulate and evolve the mind. But you don't give it time to do that. And then you say, why is my kid such a this, such a that, you know, female thug even. Why? That's why. Anything you put in your mouth, in your system, on your skin, has the ability to chemically affect the brain. And that's what they don't tell you guys, okay? That is exactly what you're doing. And especially so if it's going on your scalp. Because your scalp houses the what? The brain. That's how they got to you guys, ladies. They had to start from the crown. They had to start from your crown. Stop with the no lie relaxer, because it is a lie. It's a lie. We need to reverse the cycle. If the Most High had curly hair, then we should have curly hair. We should not be ashamed of our curly hair. And we should revel in our curly hair. You guys tell me what you think. This is my time. Shalom.